Hello and welcome to the April 6th episode of Tiger Vision News. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Katie. And TVN starts right now. Congratulations to April Seniors of the Month, Hayden Burt and Brooke Hatchett.
Seniors, secure your graduation items if you haven't yet at jostens.com. Graduation is just around the corner.
The Julia Tidmore Scholarship is due Tuesday, April 19th. This scholarship is worth $500.
And now if you'll please join us for a moment of silence.
Would you please stand for our Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag? Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This broadcast is brought to you by Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, Keith's Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Info Media, Dr. Debbie Coy, The Tiger's Den, Mike Cooper Tractors, Fort Gibson State Bank, and Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center.
The May 5th SAT registration is due today. Don't forget to sign up.
Next Saturday is the April 14th ACT. Be sure to be studying if you are taking it.
Tomorrow evening is Fort Gibson's prom, a night under the stars from 7 to 11 at Kilherron's Lodge in Muskogee.
Don't forget your tickets and remember to have fun. Unfortunately, it may be a little chilly for those pictures at Honor Heights.
Let's see what the weather has in store tomorrow for prom and next week. Whitman?
Thanks, Lauren. Today will be a bit breezy and we'll have a pretty good chance of rain, so make sure to grab an umbrella. Along with rain, a cold front will bring temperatures down from the 40s to the 20s. This weekend for prom, the rain will lighten up just a little bit and highs will warm up to the 40s again and the lows will be in the upper 30s. And the start of next week we will have clear skies and warmer temperatures with highs in the 60s with a light sunny breeze. We'd like to thank Channel 6 for providing this week's weather graphic, and now a word from one of our sponsors, followed by the Meet the Teacher segment.
Keith Hardware and Supply, since 1957, is located in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma's oldest town. We strive to find solutions to your fix. In addition to common hardware items, Keith Hardware offers a multitude of quality products and services such as steel chainsaws, trimmers and blowers, Cub Cadet and Johnsard mowers and tillers, case knives, Yeti coolers, Big Green egg grills, Traeger pellet grills, and Diamond pet foods. In early 2015, Keith Hardware completely remodeled the store and added hundreds of new items to better serve our customers. At Keith Hardware and Supply, we're proud sponsors of all Fort Gibson school events. Go Tigers!
You see them every day, but yet you don't know much about them. Now it's time to learn more about your educator on next week's episode of Meet the Teacher.
I am from right here in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma. That's right. I have my yearbook right here. I'm a 1979 graduate of this school. For real though, this is my hometown. I love it here. My husband graduated from this school. My kids graduated from this school. I am a Fort Gibson girl all the way. My family consists of my husband. His name is Doug, and we have been married for 38 years. I have a daughter named Ashley. She's my oldest, and I have a son named Andy. They're both married. My son Andy has 3 sons of his own. I have a grandson named Fisher. He is 6. I have a grandson named Gray. He is 3. And I have a new little grandson who is almost 6 months old, and his name is North. I love teaching because I think it's fun. Teaching for me is a calling. It's never really been a career choice. It was a calling for me, and I love when I'm able to make a difference in a student's life or when I give them a place, and I just love the comradeship that I feel with my students, and I just love being a teacher.
Thank you for sharing with us. We'll see you next time on Meet the Teacher.
I had no idea that Mrs. Brandon had 2 kids and 3 grandkids. It's crazy how you can spend so much time with someone in class and not really know that much about them.
I know, it's crazy. Did you guys know that one of our own members of Tiger Vision lived in another country growing up and we didn't even know about it? Here's a story about our own Cooper Shook.
Our school is full of interesting people, but how well do you really know your classmates? Today I will be talking to Cooper Shook, who lived in a small island known as Cyprus for 7 years of his life. Number 1. Is it a third world country?
That's an interesting question, something that I do get asked a lot. No, Cyprus is not a third world country. They're quite modernized and their culture is not super similar to Western culture, but like it's kind of in the Middle East, sort of, technically, but I would say no, they're not it's not a third world country. They're very developed.
Number 2. What's their faith?
I lived actually on the Turkish side of the island. The island is split in half. The Turkish people occupy the north side of the island, and the Greeks occupy the southern side of the island. So, on the Turkish side of the island, they are Muslim mostly, and on the Greek side of the island, they are Protestant Christians.
Number 3. What's it like?
Altogether, it was not so different from living in America. I mean, the weather, it's hot all year round. There's never snow in Cyprus, but I had a pool anywhere I lived, so that's always nice. It's hot in Cyprus and everyone has a pool in Cyprus. The people there are super nice. They're super lovely people who love tourists. So I was a tourist for 7 years, so they treated me very well. I never had to really learn the language either. They spoke Turkish where I lived, and I never really had to learn it because they always knew English, and because English people like to go there during the holidays, and so a lot of the Turkish residents know English. But yeah, living there, it's not that different. I'd say if you wanted to compare living in Cyprus to living in America, they're pretty similar, except there's no Walmart and money's different, people are different. I mean, other than that though, it's really just the same.
Gee, sounds like Cooper really lived a cool life before he moved to the US. This is Hunter Baraba reporting for Tiger Vision News.
Baseball will be playing at Tahlequah today at 5 with games on Monday and Tuesday at home. Soccer will be in action at home tonight against Heavener at 5 and 7 and will face Stillwell at home next Tuesday. Softball has their next game Monday at home against Tahlequah at 4:30, followed by an away game on Tuesday against Locust Grove and Salina. The track meet at Hilldale has been canceled for tomorrow. We wish all of our Tigers and Lady Tigers the best of luck. And now a word from one of our sponsors.
Renfro Electric has been in business for over 35 years and is a full-service electrical contractor for all of Oklahoma. We are able to serve our customers with superior craftsmanship and top-notch service. With over 40 employees and a bonding capacity in excess of $6 million, we can handle those larger jobs but are still small enough to provide the personal service our customers have come to expect. For any electrical needs, give us a call at 918-687-7535.
Teens for Christ and FCA will be meeting at lunch today in the old gym, and Don Blankenship will be speaking.
If you are interested in becoming a lifeguard this summer, there will be an American Red Cross lifeguard training class here starting Monday, April 16th.
It is a 30-hour course, and upon finishing it, you will be certified in lifeguarding, CPR, AED, and first aid.
You must be at least 15 to sign up. See Coach Dean for more information.
That sounds really cool. Now let's go to Noah for this week's episode of Riddle Me This.
Schools teach us that intelligence is measured by how well we do on tests, but I'm here to prove that intelligence is measured by how well you perceive a question. This is Riddle Me This.
You ready for a riddle? Yes. Yes. Alright, how can you spell candy with only 2 letters? How can you spell candy with only 2 letters? How can you spell candy with only 2 letters? M&M.
K and D?
No. How can you spell candy with only 2 letters?
C and Y.
Yeah.
What do you know?
C and Y.
I'm confused.
C and A and D. Y.
Oh, what? Oh my.
C and Y. Oh, I get it! C and Y.
Yes.
Wait, for real?
Yep.
C and Y. I knew that.
That's all the time I have for this week. See you next week on Tiger Vision News.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of TVN. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Katie. Tune in next week for more Tiger Vision news.